week 1 of the 2024 college football season. It's not 2024, it's 2025. New year. Same old, same old. Hopefully, returning to the same old. Our two traditional powers sitting at the back of the top 25. Number 22, Georgia. Number 23, Oklahoma. Here in the Allstate Louisiana Kickoff, starting out the season. Sooners coming out of the Big 12. They had their best season in years last season. They've been struggling for a while. But now, OU has ambitions to potentially steal the Big 12. Meanwhile, the Georgia Dogs, in a wide-open SEC, are looking to carve out some space of their own. As this game is underway. OU will start with the ball first. Both of these teams starting new quarterbacks under center. We will be seeing the first of Leonidas Todd, the junior, in for OU.
Chris, I think these are the guys that show the most consistency, and I think that's why we're showcasing them, and they're going to have to be able to step up. And
as they're going play action, finds a man open for the first down. That's going to be the number 1 in this very young OU offense. Number 1 of Brixton Valentine.
Corners one-on-one, you better be ready when you take on Oklahoma. Think about all the receivers they've had over the years. Just off the top of my head, guys like C.D. Lamb and Hollywood Brown, they get left one-on-one. They're going to make you pay for it. This receiver showing he's got the quicks.
Here's the second down, caught. Another throw to Valentine for a first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough.
Oklahoma at the very end of the top 25. A win would catapult them in the rankings. As a win for Georgia would tonight. There's a throw. And again, it's Valentine for another first down. They're in the Georgia territory.
The receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver. Gets the separation.
Both these teams travel very well.
It's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
The Sooners line up on 1st and 10 now. Looking to throw it again.
Throwing it. And who else? A 6-yard gain. 52 yards through the air so far. All to the same guy.
Pass complete. It's second down now.
They're going to keep it himself. Sliding. Just short of the first down. It's going to be 3rd and 2. Leonidas Todd picking up 2 more yards. As that big Mr. Fizz sign you can see. Loud and proud up there on that scoreboard.
So now from the 29, it's 3rd down and short. Let's see what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course, thinking touchdown.
Handoff. No gain there. That was Daniel Anderson. We talked about him as potentially one of the best running backs in the country this season. But OU's drive stalls. It's going to be a field goal here. Logan Hayes, redshirt sophomore for the Sooners. Kick is on the way. And he's got it. OU will take a 3-0 lead to start this game out.
On the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away.
And Georgia is off. Their first possession of the game. Georgia Dogs, last season led by Hunter Bouchard. He committed what would be considered the ultimate sin in the state of Georgia. He moved from Georgia to Georgia Tech through the transfer portal. So now, the redshirt sophomore Lucas Pennington is starting QB for the Georgia Dogs. Gonna throw it on his first throw at start. This is his first start as QB at the college level.
This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball and you can go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Here is first down with 5 minutes to go in the first. Play action, it's Pennington. Short throw to the, I believe that's tight end, Emerson Klein, sophomore. A lot of young players, especially on that Georgia offensive line. Winston Chan is a sophomore at left tackle. Left guard, Hector Bond, also a sophomore. 2 freshmen. Martin Oliver, a true freshman at center. And there's proof as to that. And Ben Flores at right guard is a redshirt freshman. And redshirt sophomore at right tackle, Kingston Huber. That's a very young, inexperienced O-line. They have a lot to prove. Throwing, caught. He's going to push his way for the first. No, it'll be a yard short.
Big decision coming up now for this offense. I think they thought they might get this first down, but now 4th and 1. Offensive coordinator and head coach talking about it. Are you going to go for it?
Here's the punt team. They'll play it safe, and OU will get it back.
We'll see what he can do with the return. And the returner brought down by the coverage team.
Not much there. OU's back on the field, up 3-0.
Off the play fake on first down.
On play action, screenplay.
It's Pinson. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates.
New target, that's Caesar Hobbs
Defense here wins that
for OU.
Second down after that short completion. And there's the handoff.
Handoff to Anderson. Mr. Anderson for a gain of 5.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Offense sets the formation. It's 3rd down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air.
Throwing it short as the data is Mosh. He's going to be short of the first down.
Smothers him for no gain.
Well, they're going to come up short of the sticks here, and we got a tough decision at this point in the football game.
And do they try it?
What will they do now on 4th down?
On a 4th and short, they'll also punt it.
And this will be the first punt for this offense tonight.
And it's likely that field goal will remain the only points in the first quarter. Got a bit of blocking here to the 28-yard line. Georgia heading back out on the field. Lucas Pennington leads his unit out there.
Down, it's play action.
Going on play action. He's going to air this one deep. First big play of the game, and he can't hang on.
Play here in the early going, but some jitters on the part of that receiver.
Big shot here early in the game by the offense, but man, you got to give the
Would have cracked this game wide open
guys that all are caught off guard, but it's aggressive.
had that catch been made.
Good position to take that throw.
But they'll go 5 wide again.
Receiver coming in motion now. Scanning
Number 1 in motion. Throwing it. There's a big first down.
They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
Number 4.
Receiver, but I think the quarterback's ability to look off that safety and make that throw, and that's part of the quarterback's job here when you play in Athens for this Georgia offense. They've had some great quarterbacks over the years.
Number 4. That's going to be the tight end. That's Emerson Klein who made the catch there.
Who won back-to-back national championships.
And they're going to go to Klein again. He'll be brought down in midfield for a gain of 6.
Second down play coming up for this offense.
From midfield. First time Georgia's been in OU territory all game. Trying to run it himself. He's got to be brought down. That's a sack.
It's a loss of 2.
I love this. Good job by this corner to come up, get physical, and bring the quarterback down on that option. Never gave him a chance to make his read and toss the ball out.
They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needed this crucial conversion right now.
Looking at a 3rd and 7.
Try the right here.
Handoff.
Quick spin on the run.
Can he get there? No, he's going to be short. 4th and inches on the handoff to Rory Shepard, redshirt junior.
Inches.
Now, what do you do? 4th and inches. Right on the cusp of OU territory.
The Bulldogs will line
And they'll punt it.
when it comes for his second punt of the game. The punt flies.
And they weren't lying when they called it the kickoff, or the Louisiana Kickoff. It's been all kickoffs so far. On a screen. Still on his feet. He'll be a yard short of the first, and that'll end the first quarter. As after one, this low-scoring affair is all defense. 3-0 Oklahoma in the lead. SEC needing as many wins as they can get so far. The conference is 6-6 so far in terms of record.
For a second down play.
A lot of fireworks going on outside. Not a lot going on in this game, but how about this play? Past midfield for the first down. Quarterback run. Leonidas Todd gets the first. I'm assuming the fireworks are due to it being Labor Day weekend.
Getting a click on this drive as they try to reach the end zone for the first time today. Back to throw. It's Mateer.
Throwing it up there. It's caught.
Quarterback looks to his right.
Running back Daniel Anderson stretches and grabs the first.
For first down yardage.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
On 1st and 10. See all the receivers bunched up to the left. They hand it off, though. Again, Mr. Anderson gets 6.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football.
As I was saying,
They can stop.
SEC started the season 6-6. Georgia still has yet to play, as has Auburn. Auburn plays Georgia Tech on Monday. That one's going to be bobbled and incomplete.
I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision on this play. It just
And we look at the ranked teams in the SEC. They have not been faring well.
lost him here with an incompletion.
LSU and Alabama both won. However, Tulane lost to FAU and Tennessee lost to West Virginia.
The play fake.
It's not been a good stretch for the SEC.
That one is incomplete.
There's an incompletion.
There, and it brings up 4th down now.
That's at least a silver lining for Georgia, not letting OU score another touchdown.
But they
On 4th and 4 from the 32,
got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
they will send on the field goal unit. This one from
Go unit.
49, I believe. 49 yards out on the right hash. Kick is up. And it's good.
Snap, hold the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up.
It's a 6-0 ball game. OU has the lead.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. They'll return it from inside the 5.
Georgia is off again.
They stop at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19.
Three bunched up at the top of your screen. Receiver in motion.
Off the play fake, looking to
Play action. He'll throw it short. Nothing.
It's Frazier. Defense drops him for a
OU's defense has been an underrated factor, and not a lot of people considered it.
And he finds a nice completion.
Short loss on the play sets up 2nd and long from the 18.
A lot of underclassmen on OU's defense, but they've been playing
It's Stockton.
well above and beyond the expectations against Georgia.
So not much of a gain on the play.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
So the offense getting
And you think about it, every great national championship team won it on the back of a great defense.
dropping back, looking to throw for the first down.
Oftentimes, you could consider the defense more important to winning a title than the offense is.
Get there. That's going to bring up 4th down.
I just love the fact he doesn't take a sack here. In fact, I'm sure he can imagine hearing his
I'd say look at Florida in 2023. They shut down Penn State's offense for the majority of that game.
pressure and get out of there. He didn't quite get the first down.
Also, look back
Turn a
to
loss into positive yards.
Also, I would say look back to 2021. Stanford's defense was a big key factor in its national championship win over Baylor that season.
First play of this drive now set up at the 34. On 1st and 10.
Throwing it up there. OU.
Reeled in.
Once again, Todd finds Brixton Valentine for another first down.
Yardage is good enough for the first down.
When they're throwing the football like this, it is really hard to defend this offense because of the timing of the quarterback with his wide receivers. Another good example of it there for the first down. Makes me harken back to guys like Sam Bradford and Jason White. Their Heisman
Here's another 1st and 10 from the 46.
threw the football with. Great
The
example.
cross route, it's Valentine past the 40, and it's a first down.
Finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. Coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his
They go to another
receivers and
replay,
running
I
backs are
assume.
executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. From the
1st and 10, the handoff, it's Anderson,
It's a 1-yard gain.
and not much to gain there.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
2nd down play coming up.
Here comes 2nd and 9. Leonidas Todd has been
It's Mateo.
methodically
Tight end makes
keeping them around. Look at this tight end has all the room to work. That's going to be a touchdown, Aiden Best, and Oklahoma opening the door.
weapon this guy is. And a touchdown to the big tight end. We're seeing it more and more on Saturdays and Sundays, Kirk.
Well, the tight end saying, hey, guys, don't forget about me. Don't forget I'm a pretty good player, too. All the attention being put on the wide receivers out on the
It's all the strength of a lineman
defense have to focus
with all the speed of a receiver,
where that tight end
all the speed of a back,
slow him down.
all the hands of a receiver. Tight end is really a jack of all trades out on the field. And there's your first touchdown of the game.
So they'll try to add to the lead.
It'll be a 13-0 game as OU kicks the point after attempt.
PAT is good.
No doubt about it.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fields it just outside the goal line.
Oh, look at this! Uh-oh! We might have a touchdown in response to the 20-10-5 touchdown, Georgia. Caden Pacheco, the redshirt freshman, takes it the distance.
Kickoff taken all the way back for a touchdown.
Man, a kick return for a touchdown is one of the most electrifying plays in football. Everything has to align right. Great blocks. Return man hits the crease just like he did there. Then he's
Show the volumes up so y'all can hear that. The kick six all the way.
this guy.
And now they'll set up for the point after.
That's our first kickoff return touchdown of the season. And college football is back. 13-7. This game is once again a game. we might have our highlight. If you've been noticing, we have been doing highlights being uploaded to the YouTube Shorts section. We did one last week for Dave Show Arizona State, and there's an injury out on the field. Injury timeout on the return. That's going to be a tough loss for Georgia. Kingsley McCarty is the player in question. Handoff to Mr. Anderson for a gain of 9. We'll have to see how bad that injury is.
Important second down play coming up. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Another first down there.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Off the play fake, looking to throw.
Throwing up there, it's caught.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he
We'll have to see if McCarty comes back.
And a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
That completion makes it.
We're in the number 4. I think he is back in the game at least.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. We reach the 2-minute timeout.
Not a thing here. 2-minute warning. Georgia gotta hold OU if they want to keep this game close before the half.
The offense now looking at a 3rd and short from their own 40, trying to keep this drive going. To throw, it's Mateer.
The pressure's coming. He'll throw it. Has a man open. It's Aiden Best again. And it's a big first down, OU.
Offense set up in scoring position at the 40.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving up multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
The Sooners will up on 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back.
Georgia needs a win here to stay in competition with the big dogs of the SEC. Alabama, LSU expected to be the top ones. Georgia's expected to be one of them too.
This running back, it's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him.
But they might have to run the table
Great call.
if they lose tonight.
Pass caught. 2nd down now.
Quarterback keeper, Leonidas slides. Enough for a first down, though. Down to the 28-yard line. Oklahoma's been gutting this Georgia defense.
First down here for this offense.
We have some games to report
Quarterback sets up.
throughout the schedule. I'll wait for an open moment as there's a throw to Mr. Anderson for a gain of 4. Probably the biggest game to note. We have some top 10 upsets, namely Kansas State falling to Texas State at home, 45-38, as we have timeout on the field. And the biggest upset we've seen so far, Utah
2nd down. After the
losing on the road to Wisconsin, 16-14. Whiskey getting a big win to start the season.
goes to the sideline, steps out after a short gain.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
Offense now operating in the red zone.
You need a win if you're Georgia to keep pace in the SEC because Alabama won against Western Kentucky. Georgia won against Nichols.
It's Mateer.
Gonna throw this one to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Makes the catch. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
I'll tell you what, in this first half, this quarterback seemed to be making all the right reads and showing the accuracy that he's shown all year long.
That is gonna be number 4,
Version, they put 6
wide receiver Makai Espinoza, a redshirt freshman. How about your first touchdown at the college level?
try to add to the lead now.
It'll be a 20-7 ball game, 13 points, separating OU and Georgia with this point after attempt. No doubt about it. Meanwhile, let's take a look at these teams' schedules moving forward. I wanted to point out in the SEC specifically because Georgia, their next game is against Florida State. The Florida State team that just got a dominant win of their own. Right up at the start of the schedule, they put up 77 on Mercer. Which putting 77 on the board against anyone is an impressive feat. Look at the blocks there. Need a second and 2. Then you play Vandy at home. You head on the road for Mississippi State and Auburn. You have to play Alabama. You do get them at home. Also later on the schedule, you play Florida, neutral site. You play Tulane. You go at Tennessee, and you're at home for Georgia Tech. It's not going to be an easy one for the Dogs. A Georgia team that's been looking to be relevant for quite some time in the 2KU. Timeout Georgia, their first of the half, with 27 seconds to go in the half. Georgia does get the ball back to start the second half. But you want to get down the field and score a touchdown so that potentially, when you get the ball again in the third quarter, you can tie this ball game.
Completion makes it second and medium. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an
on 2nd and 5, it's caught. Emerson Klein gets another first down. Timeout, Georgia Dogs.
Man, where's the scouting report for this defense? You knew coming into this game this tight end was capable. That's his 5th catch in this first half.
Here comes a first down pass.
On 1st and 10, throwing, it's caught. First down for Shiloh Graves. The top 2 receivers for Georgia are very experienced. Shiloh Graves and St. Bonilla are both redshirt seniors. They've seen 5 years of college football.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half.
Throwing it up there. It's caught. Is anyone going to catch him? It's Shiloh Graves again. Touchdown, Georgia. And that's what you'd ask for if you're the Dogs. He just gets way loose. And no one's there to catch him. And just like that, the Dogs will tie it. Or the Dogs will at least get within a score here, sorry. But next drive up, they can close the gap nearly entirely. Potentially even taking the lead should they get a touchdown and extra point.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. He's going to return it from
Taking out the 10. With 7 seconds, you think Georgia will just run out the clock. Or sorry, Oklahoma will just run out the clock here. And they will. Mr. Anderson. Daniel Anderson gets it. Clock will hit 0, and that will do it for the first half after 2 quarters. Oklahoma with a 20-13 lead. Or 20-14 lead. As we look at the stats here. OU has 10 minutes of possession. Georgia only just shy of 6. And so far, easier play of the game. That was, I misread that, sorry. I thought that was, Caden Pacheco. I thought it was Caden Pacheco taking kick returns. It's actually Shiloh Graves, so he has 2 touchdowns on the day for Georgia. And he might be our player of the week. Speaking of, by popular demand by myself, player of the week's coming back. We'll see it on Monday for the 2K Weekly podcast.
The Sooners will kick it off to begin the second half.
We'll have the top 5 players of the week.
Turn starts from inside the 5.
As
Right there.
Shiloh Graves,
Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up with their own
not as dominant with this one. With that return, at least.
the second half.
As here's a handoff.
They bring him down
Rocked.
to 20.
Rory Shepard.
Stay ahead of the chain.
They haven't done the run game that much at Georgia, which is strange because Georgia is probably one of the quintessential running back schools in all of college football.
Again, makes it second and medium. Inside.
As they'll hand it off again, pushing his way. That's enough for a first down.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down.
Redshirt junior Rory Shepard,
Big fellas. And this running back, he just seems
transferred from Wake Forest. He was a key part of that team.
like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
Offense will set up on 1st and 10. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap.
See Graves in motion up to the top of your screen.
Here on 1st down.
Going on play action. Gonna throw it. It's bobbled, batted down, and incomplete.
At the 25, it's 2nd and 10. Can they make it a 3rd and manageable here? Dropping back. It's stopped.
Gonna throw it. It's intercepted.
Good.
And look out.
It could go. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Nothing there.
Hands by the
That's an interception from the linebacker, Muhammad Page, the junior.
might be targeting that defender very many more times.
And the Sooners offense is back out on
And OU has a chance to score again. Gonna throw it immediately. It's caught.
8 after the completion.
200 yards on the day so far for Leonidas Todd.
Receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Bam. The throw to his favorite target today, Brixton Valentine.
Yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up.
Screenplay caught
Behind the line, it's Burks.
as it's wrestled down.
Should lose the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed.
Makai Espinoza made the catch there.
Out here by this defense on the wide receiver screen. All that receiver's looking for is just a small little
3rd and 3, and it's getting raucous. This game at a neutral site in New Orleans.
did not let him get
It's closer to Norman than it is to Athens, but you wouldn't know it from hearing this crowd. Quarterback's going to keep it himself, though. Crowd be damned, he's in the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
We have a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kurt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
Offense is out there.
And they're going to go for 2 to make it a clean 14 that Georgia will have to get back.
Dropping back. It's
He's going to step up. It's going to be Mr. Anderson. No, he's short.
Interesting call here by this offense on the two-point conversion.
Getting very gutsy there.
Depth on that route to get him across the goal line.
Doesn't pan out.
Nice job, coming up
But that shows confidence. Oklahoma thinks they are winning this game.
the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
And Georgia proved them wrong. Here's Graves. He's returned one earlier.
And the return will be brought down. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at the 14. And looking to throw now on 1st down.
Pennington.
That's a punt. It's Thomas.
Has the catch brought down immediately. Gain of 3 yards on the play. Comeback is for sure possible. It's only 12 points they need to get back in this game. Motion on the left side. He's going to throw it. Caught! Still on his feet! It's a foot race down to the 50-yard line. And that's a first down. Saint Bonilla, number 5, gonna get that first down for the Dogs. Shedding the tackle. And getting them. Shedding the tackle, gets to midfield. Low snap. Pennington gets it. Throws it up to Graves for a gain of 1 yard.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down.
Everyone bunched up here. Gonna throw it. There's no one there on that side. The step back. And that's a first down. Rory Shepard with another big play.
Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
I thought he would have gone for 6.
The Dogs are looking to keep this drive going.
Hole wasn't as big as I thought on defense, but it's still going to be a major swing of momentum for the Dogs as they hand it off again. And this one's even bigger. To the house? No, but it'll be on the doorstep. First and goal to the 3-yard line. Rory Shepard. Time out from Oklahoma in the third quarter. I don't know what happened there. Quarterback's going to keep it himself. Lucas Pennington is in for the touchdown, and he'll strut his stuff. Leonidas Todd had a touchdown on his own before. Pennington gets one himself. And what a debut for Lucas Pennington. Point after will get them within 5 points of the lead. And they got it. And the Data Mosh Bulldog approves. 26-21. 3:46 to go in the third.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
Taken from the end zone. Brought down at the 12, 13-yard line. We've got St. Bonilla on the return. Hand off Daniel Anderson, stuffed.
The defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Offense getting set. It's second down.
Second and 10. Inside their own 15. Handoff, Mr. Anderson. First down.
Let's face it, most of the offensive linemen today, they're big. You know, they weigh over 300 pounds. But that doesn't mean...
And that's the benefit on the O-line. Having experience on O-line. OU's O-line is not that much more experienced. There are quite a few freshmen that litter it as well. However, they have some juniors on the right end, and that's been what OU's needed to get some holes for the running back to get through. And DA having a day today.
And the Sooners lining up here on 1st and 10.
talk about what OU has on the schedule here in a moment. There's Brixton Valentine again, nabbing one for a first down. Nabbing it on first down. It'll be just short. 2nd and 1 coming up for the Sooners.
The quarterback has the chalk last. He reads that they're up, makes the throw in the quick slant, gets some really good yards.
Quarterback keeper stuffed. Saw right through it. Meanwhile, looking at OU's schedule, they have Georgia. They play Colorado State and Temple next week. Temple, remember, won the Big East last year. Don't sleep on them. They head on the road to Baylor. They host Iowa State. They have a bye week 6, but then they have to play the Red River Shootout, Texas A&M at home, and road games against Kansas and Nebraska. That's going to be the gauntlet for them. As there's a throw, as a man open. First down past the 40-yard line. Emerson Klein with the grab. But that 4-game stretch, week 7, 8, 9, and 10, is going to be the toughest stretch for OU football this year. You have K-State, who started in the top 10. Texas, who started ranked high. Going to throw it up there, incomplete. You have a Nebraska team, or a Texas A&M team who's in the top 25, and a Nebraska team who in all likelihood will be in the top 25 next week. And of course, you end the season at Oklahoma State in Bedlam. If you can win tonight and flip at least 2 of those, you can be in conversation in the Big 12. There's an incompletion. Now for Oklahoma, you might just run it. You might try and run it because if you kick a field goal, it will still be 2-score game. But it's going to be a long field goal. Should it come to that. And if Georgia can have their way on defense, like they've been hyped up to be. But it's Brixton Valentine once again helping Leonidas Todd get over 250 yards in this game.
They told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
Handing off on 1st down. And oh dear, there's an injury. That's Aiden Best, the tight end, who helped OU score one of their big touchdowns.
Fans of the defense got to be frustrated. The offense cannot be stopped here.
4 wideouts on this one.
Down the middle, it's Burks. They bring him down, but the game sets up the offense 1st and goal from the 10.
That's Mekhi Espinoza, the true freshman. Getting them to the 10-yard line. It's going to be 1st and goal for OU.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires.
Might be the last play of the quarter. On a screen play. Nothing to gain there. And there's another injury. This one on Georgia.
The last play of this 3rd quarter. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play.
That will leave 1 second left on the clock in the 3rd quarter. 2nd and goal.
Before the end of the quarter.
Player didn't look injured, though.
It's Mateer.
They'll throw it.
The quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. They've got him down.
Backup tight end in Mario Greer. As it's 26-21. OU has the lead entering the 4th quarter.
Cut into the lead. Let's take a look at the game sets before we move on. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. An exciting start to the quarter here as the offense.
So we swap to the other side. 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal in the 4th quarter. He's going to throw it to the end zone. That would have been a touchdown, but he dropped it.
It's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important
Slipped right out of his hands. Look at that.
it'll give your kicker a chance to put
Remember, that's Mekhi Espinoza, true freshman. This is his 1st game.
So on 4th down, out
a redshirt freshman, excuse me. And here comes Logan Hayes. He kicked one earlier. Can he kick this one through? Yes. And it is an 8-point game. Oklahoma holds on to the lead.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. He'll return it from inside the 5. He's tackled.
Not going to take it to the house again. But hopefully that's a swing of momentum that Georgia will need. Holding them only to a field goal. The throw is caught. Emerson Klein. Gain of 4 for the Bulldogs.
This possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now to make this a one-possession game.
That completion makes it second and medium. Looking to throw. It's Stockton.
Looking on 2nd and 6. Broken up.
That should have been caught. That's on the receiver.
I think the receiver was so focused on setting up the defender on his slant route that he didn't get his head turned and his eyes up to be able to locate the
What a play by the OU coverage. They have a pick so far. 3rd and 6. A must convert 3rd down. And he's got a man to do it. 1st down to Emerson Klein.
really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Off the play fake, looking to throw.
On play action, he'll throw it. Bobbled and almost caught, but it's incomplete.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots.
2nd down and 10 now.
Try to find a matchup and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
It's an 8-point game. You need a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it.
From the shotgun, drops back.
Pennington gonna throw short.
It's Frazier.
Rory Shepard will get about 4. Or it would have been 5 or 6. It'll be 3rd and 4 now.
That completion sets up an important 3rd down play. Here's the toss.
On a toss play. Not gonna get there. And now it's question time. Do you go for it? Do you take the points that might not be easy to get? Or do you punt it? They're going to go for it at the 40-yard line of Oklahoma. 2 yards to gain. They need this. And they got it. 1st down with 6:09 remaining. St. Benia, the redshirt senior, showing his skill.
To throw, receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the 1st down.
OU only has 2 timeouts. They called one in the 3rd quarter.
Tight end goes in motion before the snap. Handoff here from the shotgun.
The cutback.
They try the middle, but
Nothing.
on that play.
On the handoff to Rory Shepard. And that might be a problem for Georgia. There's so much experience in some parts and not a lot in others. You have a very experienced running back and receiver core. The skill players have a lot of experience to them. Meanwhile, the linemen and the quarterback are still quite fresh. As St. Benia will bring them to a 3rd and 3.
So now from the 29, it's 3rd down and short. This is what the play call is going to be here.
3rd and short. 3rd and 3 from about the 29-yard line here.
Looking to pick up the 1st down.
Pennington. To nobody. It's incomplete.
Brings up 4th down.
How about the call
This will stop the clock. The clock has not been a factor much yet, but it might be soon. Now here from the 29-yard line, they're going to go for it again. They've converted before on this drive. I don't know if the toss is the answer here. They're not going to get it. Now OU might be playing just like everything's normal here. Quarterback's going to keep it himself. Georgia's got all of their timeouts. Quarterback's slow to get up, but he does get back up. Leonidas Todd playing very well so far. I think he's going to be a name that OU fans can rely on. And there's the first down. Aiden Best is back in the game after leaving with an injury. And OU might just try and deflate the clock here. Sheds that tackler and slides for the first down.
I mean, this guy's having a dream day. Already over 200 yards through the air. Now showing you what he can do with his feet. This guy's a complete package under center.
It's a solid run. Gives the offense a first down and a new set of downs.
Just over 3 minutes to go. The pressure's coming on the screen. He's brought down. It's going to be a loss. Well, watch where you're kicking there, buddy. That might be a flag. And look at all that clock that they let bleed out. On 2nd and 12, nothing. And again, an injury on the Georgia defense. It's the same guy from before, but that will stop the clock.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down.
Gonna throw it! Caught for the first down! And there's that first Georgia timeout.
The defense gets these guys to third down. They got a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the first down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
Timeout again for Oklahoma. Or for Georgia, rather.
Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Getting set.
2nd and 10. Hand it off again. Daniel Anderson's been the rock for this defense. Final timeout of the half for Georgia. This may still be a 2-score game, even if they don't get the first here, because they'll likely kick a field goal, making it an 11-point game. Quarterback's going to keep it. He won't get there. And there's an injury on that offensive line for OU. 4th and 5 from the left hash. Logan Hayes to make it a 2-score game is good.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team out.
32-21 the score.
Fields it just outside the goal line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. For the first
Georgia's going to need a remarkable comeback here.
to throw, it's Stockton.
Waiting for everyone to get open. He's going to run it.
He picks up 9, so
Don't even get the first, and there's an injury.
Desperate to get some points here quickly and try to stage a big comeback. Here's the second down play.
And on 2nd and 1 from the 30, or right in front of the 30, this is the 26-yard line. They're going to hand it off again. It's not for a first down. Rory Shepard gets them past 30-yard line.
Pushed by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
And say hello to everyone's favorite part of this game. The clock still runs during replays.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun.
Gonna throw it on the run.
He dumps it off to the tight end. They make the tackle, but not
Caught for a gain of 9. And now you got to start doing clock management. You don't have any timeouts. OU has 2. But they're not going to use them.
In on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody. It allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
grab near the sticks. It's Thomas.
First down.
45, but that's good for
That one's to St. Benia.
the Dogs come to the line to start a fresh.
And with so little time, I don't think George is going to come back into this one.
On first and 10 here.
Especially with all the short throws they're doing. Why are you throwing a slant?
Maybe he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent.
You're down 2 scores. You're down 11 points. There's a minute remaining.
He shows his versatility, what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
That completion makes it second and medium. Looking downfield, it's Stockton.
Pennington,
That's reeled in.
what are you doing throwing short? You'll throw the sideline for a first down.
Pick it up for a first down.
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game, but they're doing the right things, managing the clock, picking up good yards, and getting out of bounds.
Strap in for this exciting finish. The offense has one last drive with time ticking away. Looking to throw it on first down.
Incomplete. They've tried that play before, and it was also an incompletion. That effectively does spike the ball. The clock will stop with 55 seconds to go.
So second down and 10 now from the 43 after the incompletion. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down.
Waiting for it. He'll throw it deep to the end zone. Broken up.
To score there. Instead, incomplete and third down.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game,
Sorry about that. That's my water bottle. 3rd and 10 with 48 seconds to go.
far anticipating a deep throw and knock the ball away.
That's what you need to do. You need to go
On third down,
gun it deep. You don't have the time to do these short throws. What are you doing?
defense able to stop it. It's fourth down now.
Well, there's just nothing here for the quarterback to do other than throw it to his back and hope that he can get the yards after the catch, enough for the first down. But the defense gives some yards, not enough for him to get to the sticks.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead.
And Oklahoma is probably going to walk away with this with a win.
Caught over the middle. It's Branch. They've got
The clock running during replays was what cost Utah their game against Wisconsin. We played that one off stream in the server
And what I love is the
because it plays right there. You see it.
job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be.
But even then,
Catch the ball and pick
what is Georgia's play calling here?
looking to pass. It's Stockton.
They're going to throw it. It's caught for a first down. The clock's going to run for this replay, but that won't matter. And Oklahoma is going to win it. OU beats Georgia 32-21, the final score. As coaches meet, you really got to question what's going on with that Georgia sideline. They had the talent to win it, for certain. But that late drive is really what's going to give this game away. 32-21 the final score. That's going to do it for us here tonight. Join us Monday night for the 2KU Weekly Podcast. Join us on the Antoine Joey 101 Discord server for a bunch of non-stream games next week, as well as next week's game of the week. And I hear through the grapevine, Danny, we may be having a doubleheader on our hands. The big game there. Big game there next week. I believe it's Notre Dame and Texas matching off against each other.
Along with other big matches as well.
I didn't hear the other match.
Including Ohio State traveling to Tuscaloosa.
That's going to be big. Most likely we'll have two top 10 teams matching off against each other in Texas and Notre Dame. And following that up, we're going to have a rematch of one of the best games of last season as Ohio State has to head down to Tuscaloosa to take on the Alabama Crimson Tide. Two top 10 matchups, most likely. That's next Saturday. Stay tuned for that, as we're about to call it here. Thank you all so much for watching tonight's stream. We'll see you on Monday for the podcast and on Saturday for a doubleheader. And so long from the 2KU.